I'd like to invite senior class officers Macy Haynes and Calista Sanders to the podium to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, I'd also like to welcome everyone to join us in standing for the presentation of the colors.
Please pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing.
And now, Matalasi Matatia will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Please allow me to acknowledge some of the many individuals who are here to cheer on our graduates. Welcome, families, friends, faculty, and our dignitaries. Superintendent Chris Corey, Board President Bethany Smith, Board Clerk Craig Wilson, previous Board President Jonathan Richardson, Board members Judy Honeychurch, Anna Petrero, and Helen Tilley, and Student Board Member Alternate Mia Henderson, as well as the many staff members from the Central Office. Please welcome District Superintendent Chris Corey to the podium.
Congratulations, Fairfield High School graduating class 2022. You did it! You made it to this finish line, graduating from high school. Next month, I'm going to be going back home for my high school reunion, and I would like to say it was going to be my 20-year or even 30-year, but yeah, it's going to be 40. And knowing I was going to attend, I pulled out my high school yearbooks. And perusing through some of those memories helped me figure out what I wanted to say to you. High school is definitely not the best of your life or the worst of your life. Your friends that you have now may be your best friends, but not necessarily your best friends in the future. What you learned in high school has been very important, but it may not be the most important things of what you might learn in the years ahead. The person you are today does not necessarily define the person you will become. But the biggest thing I can tell you looking back at all of those pictures is that I realized what distorted self-image many of us have when we are in high school. What I can tell you is you are definitely not fat. The great thing about all of you graduating together is that you have a bond that will last for years and years to come. You will forever be the Fairfield High School graduating class of 2022. We are so proud of all that you have accomplished. I hope you celebrate this accomplishment and that it is the first of many. Fairfield High will be your forever home, and you will always be a Fairfield High Falcon. On behalf of the Fairfield-Suisun Governing Board and the entire FSUSD community, congratulations once again to the Fairfield High graduating class 2022.
Please welcome Valedictorian Madison Cox.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty and staff, governing board, Superintendent Corey, secondary educators, and fellow graduates. As I was writing this speech, I Googled things to say in a graduation speech, and a constant recurrence was overcoming obstacles. High school is filled with so many difficulties, from friend group drama to sports injuries and school dances that seem as though they are the biggest problems we're ever going to face. We never expected to be launched into a global pandemic that would take away a crucial part of our high school years. But here we are, sitting here today, surviving all obstacles that were thrown our way, big and small. Walking onto campus for freshman orientation, we couldn't help but feel overwhelmed. We were surrounded by hundreds of students, all confused and terrified. Even though our campus is smaller than most, being 5'2", trying to navigate through hundreds of tall people in 6 minutes to make it to the next cross-campus class was quite the experience. We continued through the year, getting to participate in AAG, passing bananas and chugging sodas, enjoying high school without a care in the world. Everyone was ready to come back to school slightly higher on the social food chain. Thinking back to sophomore year, it feels like one big blur as it was cut short by what would turn into a year-long quarantine. We had no idea what the future held for us as we went in one October day to take the PSAT, already starting to prepare ourselves for college. That March would turn out to be the last time we would be on campus as underclassmen, causing us to miss out on so many end-of-the-year activities. Junior year was definitely a motivation crusher. We had to go from a solid, scheduled school year to waking up 5 minutes before class started, going through classes in our pajamas, and trying not to fall back asleep. We weren't able to have the social interaction that we all desperately craved, and the motivation to do schoolwork quickly plummeted. Being stuck at home wasn't something that any of us ever wished for, but we were able to push through and come back for our best and last year of high school. Our senior year has definitely been one for the books. Not knowing if we were ever going to be on a high school campus again, it felt great to see everyone, even if it was just from the eyes up most of the time. We got to witness sports again and truly feel a glimpse of life before the pandemic. Between the anticipation for college decisions, time-filling extracurriculars, and stressing over what to wear to prom, the year truly flew by. Now here we are, leaving our mic on Fairfield High School as we all begin our adult lives. Whether that be college, trade school, the military, or any other path you choose to take, I wish you all the greatest success and hope that you never stop being passionate about your dreams. As Albert Einstein once said, your imagination is just a preview of life's coming attractions. We have been through too much to give up now, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready to see what the future has to offer. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. Thank you.
Please welcome Valedictorian William Lapayan.
Good evening, Governing Board, Superintendent Corey, and secondary education personnel. I'd like to start off with congratulations. Congrats to all of us for making it this far. Congrats to my fellow valedictorian, Madison, and to all of my fellow senior years today. Someday, we'll look back at high school with a different perspective. Right now, you might be thinking of what comes next. For a lot of us, it might be college. Some of us, the military, or maybe a job right after school. But probably some of us might not want to do probably some of us might not know what they want to do after today. But right now, that's not what matters. Because right now, we celebrate the time we've had together, all the lectures and assignments that led up to this day. It's good to look back at what we've accomplished throughout these 4 years and look back with a smile. Although we might have had regrets or what could have been and what should not have happened, especially with our sophomore and junior years, I can't help but still cherish the moments that were important, like the dances and sports games and senior events. These times will always last forever with us. For example, the end of freshman year. It was exciting. There was no stress about college or PSATs or anything else. We just had fun. We were the first, and little did we know, the last year of students to hold a science night. We made fake animals with paper mache, and we wore fancy outfits, and we laughed about it all the next day. And then we had AAG, just a fun time hanging out after school to practice chugging soda, throwing ourselves over our shoulders, and jumping on each other's heads. Maybe we could have done better that year, but we were the freshmen, so we felt pretty full of ourselves. And I still remember walking out of my last period on the last day of freshman year. I thought high school was gonna last way too long. Just in these last months, we had the last senior events and then the last games for sports. I'll always remember going to prom with my friends. Shout out to Jesus and the PAC group for getting us all to go as a group. I'll always remember when we went to prom, we had the wrong meeting place. Meet at the marina, we said. Turns out some of us went to the Vallejo Ferry building and some of us went to Suisun. What a mess that was. But what a night prom was. We laughed, we ate, we danced, and then we ate again. And one of my friends, he ripped his pants while dancing. I'm sure everyone there had a great time, and I certainly won't forget it. And maybe the years of distance learning weren't the greatest for many of us. I felt sort of alone, but I wasn't. All of my friends were just a text away, and it was so much of a relief to see them all again by the next senior year. And by the end, I learned that we are never truly alone, even in our loneliest of times, that there will always be a tomorrow to see friends, both old and new. So here I am today, standing in front of all of you, with one foot already out of the door for the next step in our lives. I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for being here today. To our teachers who have pushed through distance learning and little Google profile pad pictures to be here in person to see us off to the next step in our journey. Thanks to parents who supported us, provided for us to be here today so that we can grow up and give back to our community and families. And to our friends who stuck together through the worst of online classes and the best of times spent together, having fun. Truly, we are blessed to be standing here today, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for all that you have done for us. We will take that courage and love with us for our whole long lives. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Please welcome Salutatorian Taylor Hubbard.
So here we are, at the end of the road, moving forward into the unknown. It's a bittersweet moment to make it this far and to look back on how much we've grown. As freshmen, we experienced the thrill of seeing a familiar face amidst that nervousness on the first day. In a new environment, it's easy to feel awkward or out of place before figuring out that everything would in fact be okay. Sophomore year started off strong with a homecoming skit win, new course loads, and school activities aplenty. Then suddenly it's March and spring break is prolonged. Little did we know it would be the first lockdown of many. By junior year, we're all going just a tad bit stir-crazy. In some ways, a full year of distance learning turned out to be harder than it appeared. From minimal contact with friends to feeling downright lazy, who knew that turning on a camera would become one of our biggest fears? As seniors, we were all welcomed back by our wonderful teachers and staff. This year was certainly an eventful one as we felt ourselves get back on track while experiencing sunrises, dances, and endless laughs. Now it's graduation day. Our high school careers coming to a close, promising futures that seem so far away are all lined up, waiting for us to continue down the path that we chose. But as Alicia Cara so eloquently said, I'm a know-it-all who doesn't know enough. To put it simply, it means that even as you boldly forge ahead, it's okay to when things get tough. So thank your loved ones, any and all who have helped you along the way, because while you may not have the answers just yet, your journey's not done, and our support systems are a key reason we could be here today. Take a moment to feel proud, and while we're at it, let's all take a deep breath. In and out. Because we soared, Falcons, for both ourselves and those smiling faces here for us in the crowd, ready to watch us pursue our dreams and find out what this next chapter is all about. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it.
And now, please welcome the student-nominated staff speaker, Alfredo Sandoval.
Love you too. All right, y'all. So, as y'all know, when I'm in my classroom, I'm a performer. But here, it's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody's looking at me. Look away. I'm going to have my first paragraph. I'm going to introduce myself, and then y'all go nuts. All right? Like if it's going to be the greatest speech ever. All right. You good? All right, here we go. Good evening, and thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. I would like to welcome our Superintendent, Chris Corey, and other distinguished board members to FHS. We are here to celebrate this achievement for the class of 2022. My name is Alfredo Sandoval, and I have the honor of being the staff speaker for this year's graduation ceremony. Thank you. When we think of school, we think of books, desks, teachers, homework, tests, and so on. However, the pandemic has shown us that this is not the case. This is not what school is. Last year we had all these things, but yet it did not feel like school. This was the first time ever that there were no teachers struggling to quiet down their classrooms in hopes of doing a warm-up. There was no battling kids to put their phones and headphones away. There was no fights and no need for Coach Bible to chase kids around campus. It was also a great year in that we took no losses in football. No senior sunrise, no prom, no senior activities, no AAG, no senior sunset. All we had were icons on computers, logging in, turning in assignments, but yet this was not school. This year, we were lucky to have all these things. We had all of our sports. We even have staff versus student sports, where I had 5 points and like 1 million rebounds, y'all. Y'all saw it, right? Y'all gotta clap for that. 5 points, y'all. Thank you. We had Banda Night, spring formal, where someone airdropped me a video of some kid named John dancing. Shout out, John. I have no idea who you are, but somebody airdropped me that video. We had the awesome movie night on the field, where it took forever for the teachers to figure out the sound, and a giant game of tag broke out on the field. We had senior sunset on Friday, where y'all were helplessly trying to throw a frisbee into a hula hoop to win a candy apple. Some of you did get it. School is where we learn more about social skills than the subjects we are enrolled in. We learn to make friends, start to make memories, prepare for the future, and become skilled at procrastinating, but getting the work done last minute. Look around you. This is what school is. And this is what school should feel like. Take in this feeling of joy, love, and accomplishment. This is what school is. Even after all we have been through in the last 2 years, you, the class of 2022, have made it to this graduation day. Please give yourself a hand. You have accomplished so much, but yet this is only the end of one chapter of your life and the beginning of another. Life will throw many other successes and difficulties your way. That's how it works. If I can leave you with one last piece of advice, it would be this. There will be times when life is hard, when your problems start to add up, and when it feels like the world is against you. In these times, you have to remember this moment. Look at all the people up there, y'all. Really look. These are only some of the people rooting for you to succeed. These people have been cheering you on since before you can even remember, and they are your #1 fans. They are here on this hot Thursday night because there is no other place in the world they would rather be than celebrating your success, as they want to continue doing so in your future. You are never alone. Look at these people. You're never alone. You have all these people in your corner wanting you to accomplish great things. You do, thank you, Will. You don't owe it to them, but I hope you can find some inspiration in them to try. One more time, just look up into the stands and find your people, and please give your people a hand. This graduation is only a stepping stone into the future. You are now free to choose your everyday activities, unless you live at your mama's house and she scares you. You're free to pursue any goals and dreams that may come up. I cannot wait to hear from you in the future and wish you the best. Remember, you cannot be afraid of success. Sin miedo al éxito. Congratulations to the class of 2022. We love you too. Please welcome back our principal, Ms. Dinwiddie.
Good evening and welcome to our graduating seniors, their families, friends, distinguished guests, and loved ones viewing from afar. I am honored to be speaking tonight at Fairfield High School's 54th annual commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. Commencement, meaning a beginning or a start. Today is not your finale, but rather a turning point in your lives where you may ask yourselves, what's next? Today is a day for looking back and looking forward, as your experiences are what provide the foundation for your future. This class has experienced so much together and will always have a special bond. Your high school career came to a halt your sophomore year, and all of your questions only raised more questions. Without answers in sight, you came back for your senior year, and you did it. You're here, you are graduating, you earned this, and now you are beginning your journey to finding your answers. Looking forward, you will find your purpose, and looking backward, you will always remember that under extraordinary circumstances, you accomplished a great deal. For the first time in 7 years, we have not one, but 2 Falcons accepted to USC. You will be attending UC's state schools and community colleges. We have students entering each of the 4 branches of the military. Over 60 of you have earned athletic and academic scholarships totaling over $50,000. Fairfield High seniors earned all-league recognition in basketball, softball, and soccer. You qualified for Sac Joaquin section in track, wrestling, and golf. And you even had an athlete finish 8th in the state at the CIF track meet. For the first time ever, 3 of you took and passed the National Patient Care Technician Certification exam. You brought back AAG. You brought back our legacy for the FHS Scarlet Brigade. You succeeded, and you are here earning a major milestone in your education because Falcons soar. It is fitting that my first graduation as a high school principal would be with the class who were my first promoting middle schoolers. I'd like to reiterate the message I shared back then. I encourage you to leave here being different, taking risks, standing out, and knowing that there is something about you that makes you shine. You all have the potential to create change in this world, and you have to do it by being different. Celebrate your differences. Strive to lead a life that will create change, and do what you need to do to ensure your own happiness while making wise decisions. And if there is only one thing you remember from today, please, if you do nothing else in life, be kind, care for others, and make this world a better place. Finally, I would like to take a moment to honor those who weren't able to be with us today to celebrate this great accomplishment. This one's for you. And now, without further ado, please welcome Mr. Alfredo Sandoval, and Mr. Justin Salazar Stewart to the podium for the presentation of the diplomas and certificates. Row A, please stand.
All right, are we ready to get started? Let's do it. Anjali Abarca Sanchez. Treyana Adams. Bianca Michelle Aguilar Fierros. Ryan Elizabeth Aiken. Taylor Talise Alexander. Vontique Lee Alexander. Renny Alvarez Quintana. Daniela Alvarez Cortez. Mariana Alvizar. Winston Building Ancheta. Martín Marcelino Andrade. Alicia Rose Anfield. Cristian Angulo Vázquez. Jeremiah Anyawu Douglas. Cristobal Arechiga. Sara Arevalos. Ricardo Gael Arias Casillas. Kaylani Gina Marie Feliciano Arnaldo. Suset Arriaga. Matthew Banzin Ashford. Adrián Avalos. Nadine Avila. Lindsay Marian Ayala Ponce. Alyssa Paige Ballantyne. Christopher Baltasar Vega. Cameron Chase Bankhead Flanagan. Brandon Barragan Zaragoza.
Brian Joseph Bartlett. Zachary Arthur Bartlett. Julio Fernando Baez Garcia. Jalen Elizabeth Bermudez. Tyla Denise Deanne Blair. Ralia May Blockman. Gabrielle Angelique Bojorquez. Nathan Reese Bonifacio. Jayshawn Ramon Booker. Christopher Joseph Boozer. Calvin Maurice Bowens. Paisley Chalia Branch. James William Britton. Christian Joy Brown. Haley Lynn Burrow. Aiden Joe Camarillo. Jeremiah Cardwell. Juan Antonio Carrion. Evelyn Castillo. Yesenia Castillo Pantoja. Alexis Sadio Contreras. Michael Seha. Jonathan Sina Chansey. D'Angelo Debian Chapman. Ariana Natalie Chavez. Elena Rain Chavez. Angelina Chavez Herrera.
Jonathan Cigarroa Rivas. Malachi Keyshawn Clark. Talia TJ Chris Cole. Tayana Renee Cooper. Sarah Eileen Coronado. Lyric Jade County. Jakai Jaden Cox. Madison Marie Cox. Gwendolyn Elise Crandall. Miche Janae Crawley. Jaden Angelique Chrysostomo. Yadira Stephanie Cruz. Eva Isabel Cuevas. Ruby Lenice Butterfly Cunningham. Michael Gabriel Da Silva. Diana Damian. Jacob William Davini. Khalees Envy Davis. Russell Matthew Davis Jr. Jaya Rose Davison. Gabriel Anthony Del Real. Juliana Rose De Vera. Martín Díaz Ramirez. Jade Raquel Dixon. Francisca Lynn Rialso Dispo.
Benjamin Roy Donahue Pendergrass. Michaela Divine Duffy. Jennifer Duran Gonzalez. Catalina Michelle Duran Robledo. Remy Marie Easterling. Kendrick Dean S. Edwards. Alina Tristine Enriquez. Xavier Daniel Parillo Escalada. Juan David Escobedo. Anthony Espinoza Aguirre. Tristan Hernando Evangelista. Haley Matilde Farias Paramo. Dulce Yadoni Fieros Aguilar. Charisma Jane Fisherman Rudden. Ernest Angelo Galong Florentino. Jeremy Raymond Fontillas. Bladen Fortune. Amania Janae Foster. Darzarion Dewey Corey Foster. Patrick John Francisco. Lacey Fuentes. Cesar Antonio Gallardo Monzo. Jesus Gallegos. Esmeralda Justicia Galvan. Alejandro Giovanni Galvan Diaz. Araceli Estefania Galvez. Elisha Crisbel Garcia.
Cristian Gael Garcia. Javier Ángel Garcia. Lázaro Emanuel Garcia. Rachel Garcia Enríquez. Luis Adrián Garibay. Cynthia Garibay Rocha. Miari Talia Garnett. Jordan Garrett. Milixia Gastelum. Jalen Glasper Hardeman. Damian Golder. Evan Daniel Gomez. Kenmija Jatea Tut Gonzalez. Juan Gonzalez. Katie Dalet Gonzalez. Lorenzo Gonzalez. Mateo Gonzalez. Wendy Gonzalez Gonzalez. Rosalío González López. Anthony Grajeda Rivera. Yair Grajeda Rivera. Ella Milagro Guevara. Abel Allen Gunther. Dolores Gutierrez. Dana Paola Gutierrez Reynoso. Dana Saraí Guzmán. Jason Guzmán Sandoval. Alexis Janae Hackett. Nicholas Lewis Hawkyard.
Matthias Jason Hamilton. Valentina Shakira Harden. Daniel Tyler Harmouth. James Thomas Harris. Hezekiah Harris Glasper. Amanda Diane Hayden. Leilani Hayden. Dion Durrell Hayes Jr. Faith Lanique Hayes. Macy Alista Haynes. Tiffany Henson. Adriana Sofia Hernandez. Roger Hernandez Garcia. Sherman Lewis Hill III. Ray Holt Jr. Taylor Michelle Hubbard. Zachary Michael Hutchinson. Jamima Ilonga. Chastity Bridget Ingram. Kanaya Tierra James. Repa Sharoni Temaoe Jennings. Isaac Israel Jimenez Gutierrez. Diego Jimenez Olmedo. David Dwayne Johnson. Kamari Tay Johnson. Malik Charles Johnson.
Kayla Louise Jones. Gabriel Xavier Juarez. Biruk Kasey. Damian Isaiah Kwan. Khalil King. Jared Kusala. Marcelo Ligo. Justin Richard Lamb. Isaac Elias Largaspada. Christopher McCoy Lobusta Lorora. Dat Tan Lei. Justin Lee. Diallo Lee. Raven Lewis. William Lipayon. Stephanie Galvan. Alex Lopez Madrigal. Carla Lisette Lopez Sánchez. Jordan Marie Luna. Larissa Brigente Maasen. Prince Mabilog. Anaí Elizabeth Machuca. Laisha Michelle Macías Ortega. José Luis Magaña Moreno. Jessica Anna Marie Manriquez. Ricardo Manso. Nathan Wesley Marquez. Katie Danixa Martinez.
Roberto Martinez. Samantha K. Martinez. Sarah Isabel Martinez Hernandez. Matalasi Agnes Matautio. Lindsay Kate Mayo. Alyssa Lynn McCall. Christopher Lee McCoy Jr. Yeleni Medina. Alejandro Mejia Baena. Karen Mejia Ortega. Daniel Osvaldo Melchor. Dalia Moray Mendonza. Diana Elizabeth Mendoza Ortega. Liliana Mendoza Rodriguez. Yamilet Meza Angulo. Abigail Abalos Miss Lang. Malik Brethren Darez Mitchell. Eduardo Montar Ramirez. Anais Andrea Moore. Winter Noel Moore. Leslie Ashley Morales Rosas. Ellen Morales Trinidad. Ana Paula Morales Aguilar. Jaina Munya. Yvette Mario. Brenda Mario Pantoa. Christopher Navarro. Nicola Destora Navarro.
Jerome Andrew Neal. DM Swan Nguyen. Vin Swan Nguyen. Gabriela María Núñez. Armando Núñez Silva. Teresa Diana Ochoa Chaires. Owen Thomas O'Donnell. Alina Feliz Ojeda. Esteban Olais Hernández. Isaac Oropesa Bernal. Justin Ray Ángeles Pangilinan. Brianna Pantoja. Marco Pantoja Guzmán. Cedric Edgardo Manato Paragas. Jorge Andrés Pascasio Ledesma. Luis Alejandro Pech. Natasha Pedraza Ortiz. Adeline Peñalosa. Briseida Jazmín Peñalosa Andrade. Anthony Penate. Sienna Marie Pérez. Tatiana Pierce. Clemente Pineda. Dayanara Pinto Sánchez. Elana Pitones Layoso. Jonathan Levitt Ponce Galván.
Hildaro Jesus Pozos Gonzalez III. Ariana Rosalind Preciado. Eliza May Garcia Ponzalon. Brianna Jasmine Quintanilla. Pavan Singh Rai. Arlie Ramirez Inguanzo. Giselle Ramirez Santana. Dulce Melissa Ramirez Zamora. Jimena Ramos Rodriguez. Vanessa Analicia Rangel. Jeff Reyes. Grisel Ubando Ringor. Guadalupe Rivera Arroyo. Janet Rivera Ferrer. Nevaeh Ashe Rivers. Ashley Lakira Robinson. Cruz Junior Robledo Duarte. Christina Rodriguez Cruz. Gladys Jennifer Rodriguez Rios. Phaedra Marie Rucker. Raul Ruiz Guzman. Andrea Saavedra Ayala. Evan San Sechao. Alyssa Meng Saley. Chelsea Chofo Saley. Rabia Saleh.
Ellis Salgado. Natalie Salgado. Rachel Sanchez. Callista Grace Sanders. Gustavo Alberto Sandoval. Carla Marlene Sandoval Díaz. Jesús Sandoval Sandoval. Marcos Santana. Alexis Murguía. Jamaica May Samignano. Jasmine Scott. Tatiana Jillian Scott. Caroline Serrano Anguiano. Michael Robert Silva. Brandon Silva Viruete. Michelle Silva Delgado. David Solomon Singleton. Kyla Jessica Alicante Sison. Armani Smith. Tevis Snowden. Jasmine Araceli Solano. Diana Soria González. Lucero Anaí Soto. Leslie Soto Pérez. Courtney Spencer. Michaelia Diamond Strong. Daniela Suárez Hernández. Hannah Justine Sucon.
Layla Annette Tabert. Mariana Monet Takeuchi Luna McGee. Jada Renee Del Rosario Tang. Shaina Escocia Tano. Jocelyn C. Taylor. Terrence Jamal Terry Jr. Conrad William Thomas. Darion Jamal Thomas Jr. Jamar Wesley Cleotis Thompson Jr. Lausapai Makalita Toki Ione. Paula Bridget Torres. Samantha Ray Torres. Jonathan Trejo. Jordan Michael Tucker. Nyla Urania Martinez. Ivor Josue Guadalupe Valdez Valenzuela. Alejandra Midea Valle Beltran. Shyla Marie Vaness. Diego Jesus Vasquez. Ricardo Vera Vera. Christopher Dewey Dahlia Veoquiso. Jamara Tatiana Bayang Villanueva. Aaron Philip S. Villapondo. Edith Michelle Vergara Tafoya. Kurt Daniel Villena. Faith Vu. Kavai Walton.
Emil Ware. Katie Lee Wasley. Rashawn Raquel Brasheen Wayne. Kiara Rayana Weathersby. Silt Ione White. Jalen Marshall Wiley. Kalasha Dean Williams. Samaya Jada Nicole Williams. Davion Jerome Wilson. Hitsamani Yepes Lopez. Kaleo William Young. Kobe Joe. Ryan James Zeminski. Elizabeth de Jesús Gavino. John A. Jax. These are all the graduates in attendance today, y'all. We are missing a few. I am still gonna read their names. We're missing a few graduates that weren't able to make it here today, so please give them a round of applause as well. Jasmine Anguiano Herrera. Colby Jabari Burns. Joanna Daniela Colorado Jacobo. Kira Dooley. Michael Andrew Ellis. Frederick Fairborn. Rajane Irving. Jordan Malden. Ewan Audie McLenahan. Mahida Adu Naveed. Chevy Richard Reineman. Carlo Miguel Rivera. Tanner Son Silva. And this last name, y'all, this last name is a student who was in your class our freshman year. He was in my math class, Malachi Howell. We lost him way too soon, y'all, but he is still one of the graduates of 2022. So Malachi Howell. If we could please have a moment of silence for Malachi. Malachi, this one's for you.
ASB Officer Lindsay Mayo, Please come join me at the podium. Class of 2022, please stand. Superintendent Corey, Board President Smith, Governing Board, distinguished faculty and staff, family and friends. I certify that all of the students standing before you today have met the graduation requirements of the state of California and the Fairfield-Suisun Unified School District. Congratulations, class of 2022. You now are graduates of Fairfield High School. Students, please move your tassels from right to left to indicate that you are now high school graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present to you the graduating class of 2022. Let's hear it for them.